idea.
Since Brandon is here and we're all ready to get going here, let's just take a moment to gather our thoughts and then we'll get going. Friends, it's good to be together again. Looks like we have 7 members of the board and 1 alternate, and we have 7 people here. So we have a quorum. Hallelujah. That's good news. And we can proceed. We have an agenda in front of us, and it's been presented in the minutes before, in the agenda, in the packet before we got here. Could I receive a motion to adopt this meeting agenda?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Now we need to look at the November special meeting. November 13 special meeting and November 20 with regular meeting. Could I receive a motion to approve the November 13 special meeting minutes?
I so move.
Is there a second? Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. And how about the November 20th regular meeting minutes as drafted? Could I have a motion, please, to receive those? Second?
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The motion carries. We have every year, as I understand it, correct me if I'm wrong, we need to elect officers for this Board of Adjustments. I have served, I don't know, at least twice, 2 years, and I'm not going to be able to do that again this 2026. I'll do it this week, this month, whatever, but after that I'm not going to be able to do it, but I'll be here. So I just wanted to remove myself from consideration. And is there anybody who would put forward a name of this August group?
I would do it, it's just that I'm chair of the tree board, so I don't know how that would run by the town commissioners.
I would do it because I did it before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since you did it before, you were were you the chair or were you the co-chair?
Both.
Okay. With experience that you have, which you might be the first chair and you could be the second, Ed, kind of following with the 2 of those?
As long as the
just,
town permits it, I would do it.
yeah,
Okay.
Mr. Chair?
yeah.
I believe it may be best to have a regular member serve as the chair.
Well, I can,
And she's not a regular member?
I'm an alternate.
Oh, alternate, I see. Okay, so we would need to have a chair. So Ed could be the chair.
Pending the approval of the commissioners.
Well, don't.
Do we have any conflict there that we know of? Anybody could help us with that? There's no conflict there, so Ed could serve as the chair, and then Arrington could serve as the,
So alternates really should only be, they only participate in the meeting when there is an absence and they
Got
are
it.
called. So I don't think you can regularly.
Oh, you're an alternate.
Okay, so we have a nomination for Ed as the chair. Is there a second?
So moved. Second.
Is there, okay, those in favor, any discussion, I should say? Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed? Congratulations. And
One more.
now we need a vice chair.
Can an alternate do that? Alternate can't do that either.
That's what he was just saying.
And for the record, I do want to say that is, I know that Arrington would do an excellent job
Yes,
as chair.
absolutely.
And so we are missing out. I'm worried about it, the logistics of it being an alternate, but I know that Arrington would be has been and would be. None of us have the authority to do that here, but we know the people who have that authority.
Leave it up to the lawyers to mess with that stuff. All righty. Okay, so Bill, there's a nomination. Can somebody nominate Bill?
Huh?
What was that?
All right.
Why, are you volunteering?
I would if you don't.
Oh, no, you go right ahead.
Bill, we have a nomination of Bill Scheid to be our vice chair. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the motion carries. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for your service.
It's an important work. It's an important work, and this is a great team to work with. Okay, so we come now to our two orders, and Brandon. Could we have a motion to accept Angie as our secretary? Second? Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the motion carries. Thank you, Angie. We are
Lauren,
grateful.
please make sure your mics are on and that you're using them.
Okay, thank you. By the way, were the minutes drafted by AI? I'm just curious. No?
They're fabulous.
Oh, come on, somebody tell the truth. Yeah, I thought it was great.
The
I
minutes
thought
are
it was
fabulous. They're
So this is recorded, and then AI did that, and then you read over them, and it was very complete. Thank you, that was helpful. One of the benefits of AI. Okay,
I have a comment.
yep.
Can we get them sooner? I mean, I know there was an issue week prior with the computer server. Oh, yeah, can we get them sooner? Test.
I can jump in there. Minutes do take a fair amount of work from staff and circulating, but also I can remove the pressure of having to approve them at your very next meeting. So if there is ever a need for the board to take a little more time to review, you aren't going to see me get stressed out if you kick the approval to the next meeting.
The minutes are probably not as important perhaps as the agenda.
Yeah, because.
The agenda earlier might be helpful. Anyway,
Well, agenda is one thing. I do depend on the topo maps and the plats and things like that. Those only are going to come with the packet. So I guess what I'm saying is not the agenda, but the packet
Yeah.
in general.
that's what
I'd like to see them more than a week in advance.
Yeah.
Please.
We have gotten them historically much earlier than a week in advance.
Oh, okay. I thought we were just talking about minutes.
Yeah.
We can talk about the staff report.
Yeah, getting that a little earlier might be helpful.
It really depends on how many I have as well, but
Yeah.
I can work on that.
And I think, I'll say for staff that maybe a little bit of grace here. We have an interim zoning
Yes, we
administrator.
do.
She's here a couple days a week. She's representing a lot of other towns. So, but I think we'll try to do what we can.
Thank you.
So I have a question. Do we have a limit how many hearings we can have in any one meeting? So we could end up with 5, maybe?
Possibly, yeah. Could happen.
Okay.
We've not seen that in many
Okay.
years, I don't know, but.
Yeah, having 5 is a possibility, but
3.
at the most I've seen in my short time here is maybe 3.
3, yeah, okay.
And we would, if there were a lot that we anticipated would be on an agenda and we didn't think that there was any way that we'd be able to get that done in one meeting, we would probably talk to those applicants
Okay.
about pushing them to another meeting. And then, we can always continue matters that we don't reach at a hearing.
There has been a little bit of conversation between Alexis and me about the possibility of writing these orders tonight, like we did the previous meeting. I would like to postpone that conversation until we get to the end of the meeting and we see what our timing looks like and whether we would have enough people to stay here to do that or not. Would that make sense to you guys? Could we do that? Brandon, you would be the one writing them.
And tell me again what we would be writing?
Written order.
The order for these two variances if they are approved.
Oh, yes, I think our plan would have been to write those right after the hearing as we did at our last meeting.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and you don't need like a super
It
majority
did take
for
us a
that.
little while and it might cause some disruptions in people's schedules, so we're just trying to be sensitive to that.
Right, but you also don't need, you just need a simple majority
Right.
for it.
Yeah, if anyone needs to leave and be excused, as long as we have a quorum,
Yeah,
then I think we can get those approved.
the
If
quorum
any-
is 4.
That's right.
Can we can't vote on them because I have a 6 o'clock meeting that I need to get to.
That's right. And if you would rather us hold off until the next meeting before doing that, I think that that's a conversation that we would have with the board. But if you trust your fellow board members and the order will be,
I do.
yeah, well,
Okay, so let's move then to our first variance request by Mr. Powell Fraser. Our staff will give our report now, if you would, please.
I would like to read the disclosure,
Yep,
and I guess I'd be the only one to swear in.
well, I think before we get to this matter and even disclosures, I think this is one that may need to be continued.
okay.
Unless there is an applicant here or a representative of the applicant, I don't think that this is ripe for the board's consideration. So this is one that may need to be continued unless there's someone here who's willing to put on a case.
Okay. In the notes, you saw that he said, please meet, and if you feel like you're going to vote no, then continue it till the next meeting.
And staff did relay our concerns that it
Yeah.
would be the advice of council that.
Not do that.
We wouldn't want to put the board in the position to hear a quasi judicial matter without, an applicant here or an
Yeah.
attorney here representing the applicant. So I don't think this will be a surprise, but my recommendation would be to continue it.
Okay, so we come then to the second variance request
Oh, I'm sorry.
We have to take an action.
Can we have a formal
Yeah.
motion and
to
vote
continue it.
to continue this matter to a date certain?
We have a motion to continue. Is there a second?
I'll second.
And
Is there any discussion
Mr.
on
Chair, can we clarify that it is a motion to continue
Till February,
to a date certain
Yeah.
of the board's next regular
yeah.
meeting?
February, what is it, 23rd? Is that right?
But make sure the applicant knows it's a continuance, so they have to appear.
According to the agenda, it's February 26th, 2026.
Okay.
So just make sure.
Motion to continue this variance request has been made. It's been seconded. Is there any discussion?
Just to make sure the applicant realizes they need to appear. It's just not a continuance because we couldn't get to it. They got to appear.
We advised him accordingly.
Okay.
Yeah, we,
Q&A is very important in these situations.
absolutely, yeah, and Brandon and I did
Okay.
speak to them about that.
Sounded like he knew and was ready to be here in February, so. Okay, those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the motion carries. We come to the second variance request, Mari Gramling. And Mari, I understand you need to recuse yourself. And I also think that might mean that you might need to sit with the audience
Yeah.
instead of with the board of.
Yeah, I'll read through our
Okay.
disclosure and
Yep.
we'll tell her to sit then in the audience. So I'm going to read through this. The parties to this case are entitled to impartial board. A board member may not participate in the hearing if she or he has a fixed opinion about the matter, financial interest in the outcome of the matter, or a close relationship with an affected person. Does any board member have any partiality to disclose and recusal to offer?
No.
Second part is for Mari. Yes, ma'am.
She's a really good friend. Microphone. Okay, you hear me? She's a really good friend.
Would your close relationship with Ms. Grambling make it difficult for you to be neutral when evaluating this case?
No,
If you believed that the evidence you heard meant that a variance was not warranted, would you be able to vote against the variance?
yes,
Do any board members have an issue with Ms. Cox participating in this matter, given her relationship with Ms. Grambling?
No.
I do not.
All right.
I don't see any issues with Ms. Cox participating from a legal
Okay.
perspective.
All right. It is the policy of this.
Could I raise a question, sir? Does she need to step down yet?
No, I'm getting there. Yeah, I'm getting there. All right. If there is a recusal, it is the policy of this board that a recused member shall step down from the dais and have a seat with the general public. The board member may return the dais with the next matter. Just go sit over there.
And Mr. Chair, may we have a motion and vote to recuse Ms. Scramling?
Is there a motion to recuse Ms. Gramlin?
I move we recuse Ms. Gramling.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, thank you.
All right. Now we're proceeding to the ex parte communication. The parties to this case have rights for any ex parte communication to be disclosed. Ex parte communication is any communication about the case outside of the hearing. That may include the site visits as well as conversations with party staff or the general public. Does any board member have any site visits to disclose?
No.
I just drove by and looked for my car.
Microphone there.
Oh, that has to be disclosed, the site visit?
No, but he's got to have it for the record.
It's just for the record.
Okay, yeah, I drove by and looked at it.
Good for you.
All right. Does any board member have any conversations or other communications to disclose?
No.
Fantastic. All right. Based on the disclosures we've heard from the board concerning partiality and ex parte communication, does any member of the board or any party to this matter have an objection to a board member's participation in this hearing?
No.
No.
All right. If not, we can proceed to the hearing.
Thank you. Thank you. So the applicant needs to be sworn in, is that correct?
And I'll get sworn in as well.
If we can, yeah, and you can just swear in as, right before you testify. So if Alexa, if you're giving the staff report, maybe you could be sworn and give the report.
Okay.
Absolutely. I will get up to do that.
And there was no microphone available for the record. The witness was sworn.
Myself.
All right. So we're going to go to number 2, which is 216 Alabama Terrace. So,
Do you know what the number on the packet, the number of the page is?
45.
Okay.
So 216 Alabama Terrace is, the variance was submitted by Margaret, also known as Mari Gramling, property owner for the lot addressed 216 Alabama Terrace, Montreat, North Carolina 2871, and described as PIN number 0710-865-084-00000. The variance request is to Section 502.5 of the Montreat zoning ordinance to reduce the front setback requirement from 30 feet to 8.25 feet on the northern side of the subject property for the purpose of expanding and covering the existing deck. Next slide, please. Here is an aerial of the property. The size of the property is 0.25 acres, and it is an R2 residential district, contains an existing 2-family dwelling. Next slide, please. The variance is to Section 502.5 of the Montreat zoning ordinance to reduce the front setback required on the northern side of the subject property from 30 feet to 8.25 feet. And as you see, all the other setbacks are not going to change except for the front northern setback. Next slide, please. Here is a overview of it. The entire deck will be covered. The area in red is the approximate location of the deck expansion. The setback reduction was measured from the existing deck. All right, next slide. This is just a closer overview. The area in green is the deck extension, and the orange is the deck, which will have a roof over it. Next slide, please. Again, the subject property is an R2, and it's surrounded on all sides by residential dwellings. Okay, next slide. The slope of the subject property per the Buncombe County Steep Slope Calculator is 23.31%. Therefore, the subject property is not subject to the Hillside Development Ordinance. There does not appear to be any floodplain issues, and the construction will not be in the 30-foot stream buffer. Next slide, please. And I won't go through reading this. You guys have seen this before, but here are the town standards for granting a variance. And that does conclude my presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Would the applicant like to come and to make a statement? And if so, could you be sworn in?
Oh,
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do. Yes.
Well, we just wondered if there's something you'd like to say or a statement
Oh,
you'd like to make.
I thought y'all were going to ask me
We
something.
might ask some questions, too.
Well, I'm sure that you've noticed by looking at everything that Alexis did and also the information that I gave you, that the main hardship is that almost my entire house is within the setback. In fact, part of my house is not even on my property. But thankfully, that won't be an issue with a deck. I hope you've read the information that I gave you, which would give you probably about as much information as you need. But the main reason to want the deck covered is that I've never been able to use it because the angle of the sun and the way the house is built is that all day long in the summertime, it's in full sun. And so I'm not able to enjoy it the way I would. The reason that I'd like to expand it is to be able to make it all one size and to be more usable. The smaller portion was what was actually known as the walkway, and the larger portion was known as the deck. So I'd like to make it all deck. Questions?
I'd like to know, just if we could see that map of the lot and the house on the lot and the existing setbacks and how the house is almost entirely within the setback. Could we see that,
Yep.
please? And could somebody help define what part of the house? That's not quite the one I was looking at, but yeah, maybe that's helpful.
Well, if you look at it, you can see where the line goes across where my house is not even on my property at the very front.
Right?
And at the back, you can see the dotted line where there's another setback line. As far as the road goes, Alabama Terrace, all of that, all the way back to where it says 32.4 is in the setback.
Yeah. And then the second question is just a clarification. This property was granted a variance in 2019 to build the deck, is that correct?
It was granted a variance in 2019 because the main reason was because there was no back door to the house. And I had to have a back door for safety's sake. And the only way to do that was to build something. And the town gave me permission to build a quote-unquote walkway/deck.
Right. And the third question is, the green section there is about 4 feet by 10 feet, is that what I'm seeing? That's
Yeah.
the additional
Yeah.
deck that would be built there?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Any other observations, questions you have?
You said the deck is connected to the house.
Yes.
Okay, that's nice.
Is it still going to be open? I mean, it's not going to be enclosed, is it?
Not yet, but I'm hoping to be able to screen it at some
Oh,
point.
yeah, no.
No, it won't.
You're not going to heat it?
No, it'll never be heated as long as I own it.
Okay.
Are there any steps off the deck, or just?
Yes, if you look on the green section, going down, yeah.
I see them.
Could we see a picture of the deck as it currently exists? There is a picture in the packet. No, I just wanted them to see it, all of us to see it. This is page
If you look on page 67 of your packet page.
67 of the packet.
67.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Could we have that pulled up on the screen, page 67?
He doesn't have that.
Okay.
I had,
Yeah, I do too. I just wanted to make sure everybody could see it.
I'm just a lowly second.
You might be able to find it.
So the addition's really very small, isn't it? 4 by 8?
I'm
The
sorry?
addition, the green area is 4 by 8?
4 by 10.
4 by 10, okay.
It's not big.
It's not big, no.
It's just enough to make it straight all the way across.
Okay, make it easier to put a roof on too.
Yes.
Okay, got
It just bumps right into those stairs.
it. Right,
Mhm.
okay.
Is there any other questions that you may have of the applicant? As I mentioned previously, I'd like for us to go into, what do we call that? It's not closed session, what is it called?
Deliberations or discussion.
Deliberation and discussion among the Board of Adjustment members, in which case we could bring you in and ask you a question if we needed
You
further
mean you want me to
clarification.
leave?
Nope, you're happy, love for you to stay there. So let's just take a moment and see where are we on this? How are we thinking about this?
I have a
What-
question first.
Yeah.
Maury, I'm looking at the,
Use your microphone here.
okay. Is it on?
It's on.
It's on.
If you use it,
Okay, looking at the picture, is this going to come right across here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a straight expansion
Yeah,
from
just
the narrow point to make it all one size.
to the stairs.
Yes.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman,
microphone.
would you be amenable to accepting the motion to
No,
approve?
not yet. I'd like to have some discussion among us before we go there.
Yeah.
So.
All right, I got another question for you.
Okay.
The stairs going down, will they have to be moved out, rebuilt, in other words?
No.
So so your roof line's not going to come all the way out to the stairs. It's going to come to the stairs but not cover it.
It may cover the top part of the stairs, and it would have to be, to code, it'd have to be high enough. But as far as I know, it's not going to go across the stairs at all. It's going to go back.
Have you got this picture?
Yeah, I got the picture. I'm just trying to figure out how that's going to work. That's fine. I mean,
Dave, it's just going to go straight to the stairs. And if we extend it over the rest of the porch, we'll have to make a jag on the roof to do it. But it won't go over the stairs.
have to put you some more posts down.
So
Okay.
anything else we would ask of the applicant? And do we need to have a motion, Brandon, to close the conversation or that and go into?
If you would like to have the ability to recall the witness and ask questions if you need to, I would not close the public hearing. What I would do is just say the board is going to transition to deliberations.
That's
Yeah.
what we want to do.
That's right. So you can just excuse the witness for now and begin your deliberations.
Yeah, if you'd like to sit down, Margaret, we'd love to transition into a moment of deliberation. I'd like to address the hardship issues first of all. Before we take any vote, I'd like to make sure we feel that there isn't an unnecessary hardship that's been placed here, or whatever the findings of fact are that you're concerned about. Anybody want to speak to any of that? I will say one of my big confusions in this application is that so much of her house already is in the setback. Almost, it looks like 90% of it is already in the setback. That's a very odd thing. Some of the house is not even in the property line. Is that right?
She's in the part of her house that's in the right of way.
Yeah, there you go. So that's a very unusual reality that you live with and you're thinking about as you concern yourself with this. And so I find it difficult to imagine a scenario where we would say, we can't grant this because this is a hardship that is like every other hardship around her or in the city of Montreat or anywhere else. It's not, it seems like a peculiar hardship to me. That's all, that's really my primary observation. And so for point number 2, where it says the hardship, point number B, results from conditions that are peculiar to the property, such as location, size, or topography, hardships resulting from personal circumstances, as well as hardships resulting from conditions that are common to the neighborhood, may not be the basis for granting a variance. I don't see these as necessarily common to the community or to the neighborhood. And an old house before the zoning regulations and all of that. So I kind of feel like the work of the Board of Adjustments in 2019 was good work, and it seems reasonable for us to proceed along that same kind of line of thinking that they were, what they were thinking about.
Yeah,
So-
I would observe the same thing, that you're not really increasing the size of the deck. Am I correct? The points of the deck are staying the same, right? You're just filling in part of the existing deck
And covering it.
and covering, yeah.
Yes, but I am making a slight, that small addition,
Yeah, right.
which will also be covered.
I understand.
Okay.
It's just continuing the deck's already, you're continuing that straight line
Right,
to the existing point.
right.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So it's like a variance on a variance. I mean, it's already been granted.
Yeah.
I got it.
I just have a question.
Yes,
Does she win some kind of record for having the most illegit house
absolutely.
in the town, as far as where setbacks are and right-of-ways and stuff that isn't even on her property? I mean, that ought to be a kind of an important thing to lift up. I'm being flippant.
And we ought to appoint you as the awarder of the certificate.
Of the certificate, okay. I mean, it would be a shame if we asked you to cut down everything that wasn't within the setback or actually on your property. That would leave you very little, wouldn't it?
It would.
Okay, well, we're not doing that. We're going to add a little bit to your deck, and that's it. And it squares off the property.
Yeah, right,
Squares
exactly.
off the deck.
Right, exactly.
Bill?
I just wondered how you're able to get a mortgage on this property. Do you have How are you able to get a lender to,
How-
how are you able to get a lender to put a mortgage on this property, or maybe you
I
don't?
went to the bank.
So even though you don't have, even though it's totally outside,
They
don't take that.
they have they know that this house is over 100 years old. And they also know that Montreat is notorious for this kind of stuff. Not necessarily being outside of your property line, the way mine is. But I didn't have any trouble getting a mortgage.
I wonder who their lawyer was.
Any other questions relating to these findings of fact? Any other concerns? Okay, I would entertain a motion then for us to,
All right.
whatever we want to do.
I move that we approve variance number, okay, for 216 Alabama Terrace. Is there a variance number or no?
Could you add just, and we find that it has met all of the findings of fact?
And we find that it's met all the findings of fact.
Yeah. Brandon, does that satisfy?
Well, I think the board, if we could maybe pull up on the screen from the staff report, the standards. So I think they're findings of fact once this board finds them. Until then, they
It's not
are
findings of
the
fact.
standards.
Oh, I see.
So, and Josh, let me know if you need help with what that would look like. The title of the slide should be Town Variance Standards.
Yeah, we're seeing these on page 65 and 66 and 67. They're also summarized there with her response to each of the findings of fact.
So I think if there was a motion that the application met the town standards for granting a variance.
There we go. I like that language.
Ed made that motion, didn't
Yeah, Ed, could you
Did you,
give that language from your own?
Phil, help me with it, please.
Yeah.
So the motion could be something like to move
I
that
move that
the application meets the town standards
The
for
application-
granting
okay.
a variance and therefore
Okay.
should be granted.
Okay, I move that the application meets the town standards and therefore, meets. the
Move
town-
that it
meets-
be,
and
further
moves the
move that
town
it be
standards.
granted.
Okay. There you go. Did I say that right?
There's a motion on the floor. Is there a second?
Second.
Is there further discussion on the motion? Okay, so those in favor of the motion to grant the variance, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? The motion carries. Okay.
Go build it, Maury.
Yes, you can come back. We're moving on to the next order of business. We have a meeting on February 26th, I think we said, and we will continue the variance, the first variance, during that time, and who knows whether, I think, did you say today that there may be another variance for that meeting? I think you wrote in an email.
Yeah, potentially there'll be a second one. They owe me some information, so if they come back by Tuesday, I am giving them a little bit extra leeway.
Yeah, okay. Just a point of privilege, we've got a few minutes. Bill, you've got a few minutes. Is anybody know they will not be there February 26th?
I'll be there.
Okay,
Happy.
okay.
I'm always here.
So we've struggled a teeny bit with quorums in the past and with, the 4/5 majority vote, the supermajority vote and all that. So we don't want to do that again. Just trying to make sure. And Ed, I have worked with, primarily with the Board of Adjustments, but also bringing Angie and Alexis in to talk about making sure we've got that variance, that quorum
All right.
and that supermajority correct. Any other business that needs to be brought before the board?
I just wanted to clarify, did you want that written order to be worked on for Mari's application tonight, or do you want to approve it at the next meeting?
Just, Mari, would you prefer it be done tonight?
I would love it. I've been working on this since August.
Okay. We've got, Bill might need to scoot,
I'll be
which would leave us a number of people. So why don't we go ahead and get started on that?
So since we can't put that up on screen, if we could, would it be okay for, maybe for you to make a motion for a small recess so we can work on it?
Sure.
Would that be okay?
Josh was able to put it on screen last time.
He is not able to do it this time. He doesn't have a cable.
We have a motion to have a recess as we work on this, this written order.
What's your rate? What's your rate?
You'd have to email.
I just.
We still would have enough people to, we'd have a quorum of 4.
He would have to work on it.
Okay. Do you need me?
That gives us 4.
I think they're just
Still.
I think they're just
Yeah.
gonna approve.
I'll be here.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So you need me, okay.
Yeah. And Mari you would not be able to vote on that order, but that would leave us 4, which would give us
Is 4 good?
a quorum, and we can vote. Okay, so, motion to recess, please?
Mr. Chair, before we do, I just want to make it clear for the record that the only people in the room are the members of the board, town staff, legal counsel, the town clerk, and Officer Whitson. I'm very sorry, I couldn't remember your name on the spot. There were no members of the public here other than Ms. Grambling, who had recused herself to take part in this hearing.
Okay.
Don't take this the wrong way. Could you identify yourself?
Please,
Yes.
and I'm sorry, I am terribly
Yes.
rude. Please let me introduce Marty Benson. Marty is a lawyer in our firm
Okay.
with a lot of experience in local government work, both on the development advocacy side and attending meetings just like this for a long time.
Okay.
Marty's licensed in California and North Carolina, and he is interested and helping us with some local government stuff. So he is here tonight to assist me.
Okay.
And Marty, would you like to say a few words while I write this order?
No.
He's a man of few words.
Is there a second?
Brandon, nobody via Zoom.
And Josh has confirmed there was also no one via Zoom to participate tonight.
Incorrect.
No one present via Zoom? Oh, there are
So people are viewing via Zoom, is that correct? I don't think there was a participation option via Zoom for this meeting. Yeah,
No.
this was not a remotely called meeting.
No, we don't allow comment
Welcome to
via Zoom.
Mayberry, Marty.
A motion to recess for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it takes. Is there a motion?
So from
Second?
Ed got it.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay, so we're in recess right now.
Be in touch.
Yeah, be in touch.
Thank you.
So we ready to go? I have a question.
I almost hit one of the guineas this afternoon.
So far, so good. You know, we've had the salmon for about 4 months.
Listen, Hawaiian.
Usually we lose a lot of them quickly.
Right, this one decided to run across the road.
She's kind of the most advanced.
I didn't want to hit it.
And they're telling a story, a Hawaiian story. So this woman is 12, 11 or 12 years old.
Well,
And that bobcat.
Isn't that beautiful?
that is very graceful.
So that was the highlight of our
That's
bid.
good.
Yeah.
And, you know, the thing of it is, it's good you got to have that experience and share, you know, that time with them.
Went to Disney with my grandkids, Ed, so that's what showing them and then we went to a Martin Luther King celebration on Monday, and that was spectacular, really meaningful. Really well attended and good thinking, and I wonder if there's something like that in Actville or in Black Mountain. I don't know that there is. A Martin Luther King celebration on the, is there? Did you? Yeah. Where do you go to synagogue? Uh-huh. Where's that? Oh, really?
Wow.
What does that mean to be a president? What does it mean to be a president of a congregation? Yeah? Is a rabbi considered an executive director? And so would you be responsible for that search? Yeah. Is that hard to do, to take it out like that, or do you do a vote by?
Right.
And do people have to come to the vote? Yeah. Yeah. So you get the votes done before you actually take it, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. How long do you serve on that term? Yeah. Can you be reelected? But most people don't want to be, or?
Rotate the responsibility. Yeah.
What would you say is the average age of your? Yeah.
We've aged up. I would say
That's not bad.
no, it's high. It's higher than it should be. We don't have a track that's going to be moving as it should. We need a better congregation. We don't have school.
Sunday school during the day?
Really? Oh, yeah, because that's kind of what we learned when we added a daycare at our church in Charlotte, that if the kids are coming and they see their friends, the parents will see each other and they'll say, oh, that's Johnny's parents. Oh, that's Frankie's parents. Yeah. So, and they start coming to church, and we, of course, we had a open door, and we said, please come on Sunday. And then, yeah. But we had a thing on Sunday night. Sunday night youth groups was the big attraction in our church growing up. And having, It does. It does. Or it can be a catalyst. And also getting the parents there, too. I mean, right. Yeah. In fact, when we moved from Charlotte to South Carolina, just across the line, and my father-in-law was a big Presbyterian, not assemblyman, but he was head of Presbytery in Birmingham, Alabama. One of the things he had told us in different churches when they'd moved and congregations had moved and things like that, he said, find a church that the boys are already going to school with some of the kids, because that way they'll be home, you know. And I thought that's good advice. I mean, it's common sense stuff, but you don't think about that. You know, you might want to go to this big church or that small church. Go where the kids know the other kids and see how that works. See how welcoming they are too. That's a big thing.
Have you ever been to a Christian church service?
Keith? Yeah, Keith. Yeah.
Do you, how do you compare and contrast the two types of? Oh, wow.
That's interesting.
Do you practice Shabbat? Yeah. Do you know the name Abraham Joshua Heschel? Abraham Joshua Heschel. Do you know that name? Yeah. I'm reading a book by him right now called The Sabbath. And it's kind of a thin little book. Spectacular book. Oh, yeah, I know that one. Yeah, he makes this Shabbat he makes it like music, the way he practices it and describes it and what it can do for the soul. I would like to come. I wouldn't like to come for 3 hours.
3 hours is
It's funny, I went to a Greek Orthodox service about, 15 years ago, and we took our kids with us. And we went with another family, and they took their kids, and we doubled the size of the congregation that day. And it was 4 hours long, and it was all in Greek.
Oh, wow.
And it was unbelievable.
You got something to say? Are we ready? We're ready to go. Rock and roll.
What do we need to do here? Read this?
Can you read that?
The background is Josh, how hard is it to change the background?
Just reverse image.
There we go.
That's what.
All right.
That way in the first place.
So, board members, I don't think I need to read every word to you. We can scroll through this and you can look at it. Can everyone see the order clearly on the screen? Okay, so the first part of the order. I'm sorry, now I'm realizing I had to close the order. The first part of the order just introduces the case. It's the caption. It describes the property. The order has today's date for the hearing. The order says that the board found certain findings of facts. Those findings of fact include that the matter was ripe for the board's consideration, and it includes all of the standards set forth in the town zoning ordinance for granting a variant. Josh, can you scroll up for us, please? The order contains check boxes, and as you can see, the check boxes that are checked are the ones that correspond with your findings, which granted the variance. Because there were no conditions that were added by the board when granting this variance, there are no conditions in this order. And Josh, if you can scroll up a little bit. The conclusions of law are that the applicant met the standards, and the order is that the variance is granted. If there are any edits that need to be made to this order, I am happy to make them right now. And I think that if, other than that, it's ready for the board to approve or tell me to do better on this order. So it is.
Is that boilerplate?
Yeah, so
Okay,
the
good.
order is, it's based off of our ordinance, and the way it's
Right.
drafted is with check boxes,
Right.
because we don't know how the board is
Right.
going to rule.
Right.
So the check boxes allow us to quickly go through and record in writing what the board decided. Yeah, so relatively boilerplate.
Good.
That said, if there's ever a need to say more, we can say more.
Right, right.
And if there are conditions to add, we can add conditions.
Right.
So let me know if that needs to
So
happen.
the reason why I ask is for future, this could be used for future meetings,
Yeah.
this format. Okay, good to know. Okay, good. So we won't have to wait 20 minutes? That's not a criticism.
So, no, the delay tonight was more of a technical delay.
Okay,
The
good.
order was, the boxes were checked pretty quickly after you all voted.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's good to know. Thank you.
Okay, so technically, we should have had a call, a reconvening with this gavel. Is that right? I'm just trying to understand.
No,
When you come out-
there were some technical problems. What we'll have next time is a cable that plugs directly into the system. I'll plug in my computer. We had to try email. For whatever reason, the file wouldn't open on Josh's email server. We didn't have a cable tonight, and we had to resort to a thumb drive. So, no, there were just technical difficulties.
So I would entertain a motion to approve this written order. Is there a second?
Yes.
Any discussion? Those in favor say aye. Those opposed, motion carries. Any other items of business? Motion to adjourn?
How about it?
Amen. Let's do it.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.